Hello Collective, thanks for joining me. I'm just preparing some cards for today's little reading. So, hope you're all doing well. Thank you, as always, to those who are continuing to support my channel. I'm already laughing. Why? And thank you to those who are new. So we're just going to take a look into whatever energy this is coming forward. Yay. So yeah, just take that resonates and leave the rest. Not everything will be for you. There may just only be a little snippet of the message that is what you need to hear. So we have power at the bottom of the deck. Fulfillment of wishes is under that. So let's take a look. This is either you or a situation you're connected to, or just the message that your spirit guides need you to bear in mind as you're moving forward. So we've got positive movement forward. Sorry about the lighting. Positive movement forward. Fertility. Choose wisely. Third eye chakra. Okay, so just as I was adjusting them, not that it matters, but I was getting, with that positive movement forward, new beginnings, I just got a sense of all of the shit that we've been seeing in the readings, and obviously I'm scrolling through and seeing other readers, titles, different things, whatever. It's neither good nor bad, but what I would want to know, and what came forward when I saw that, of what's the message going to be about, I wanted to know if then, whatever the bullshit, how is someone able to move forward when they've done a betrayal, or they're caught in a web of all kinds of rubbish, stupidness, and they are at a position, because all of my readings are like balancing it out and readjusting, but realistically, how does somebody rebalance something? So if they're caught in a web of lies, for example, for whatever reason that it's come about, they've had time to reflect, or they're not comfortable with the direction whatever they're mixed up in is going, and they want to so the judgment, choose a different path, or go a different way, or do what they can to do their individual part to recorrect wrong. So taking accountability, how can somebody that wants to do that? And that's literally what jumped forward as I was seeing that. So it was choose wisely. It is that crossroads of something's got to change, or I'm aware of something now, or I've just, yeah, it's going to be a spiritual something. And then third eye chakra, it's for those that aren't psychic or into that. Yeah, there's an interest if you're watching tarot, but for me it was more the physical, practical of do they know what I've done, or the role that I've played, or the part that I have, or I don't want to take accountability, and then it unravels a whole fucking everything, and then it's all on me, shooting the messenger type energy, that type of thing. So I feel that's what we're going to be looking into, and there's probably a few of you in the collective that are happy to explore this as well. I'm being told we are going to keep it light, so don't panic too much, and that's good. It kind of makes me nervous, which is the laughing, because it's probably heavy but light, if that even makes sense. Heavy subject but a optimistic outcome. Four of Pentacles, there's always a solution anyway, is the thing that I'm always taught. Okay, so we've got positive movement forward. So on the basis of that, the underlying energy and the question that we're putting towards the spirit guides today is positive movement forward. Forget about the shit that's been done, who he said, she said, what happened, where it came from, or we're not going there. We're starting from the perspective of somebody that they've gone through that bit, and now they're wondering, well, how do I move forward with a fresh beginning, without making a situation worse, maybe, because when there's one question, or there's one disclosure, or there's one confession, it always leads to other questions, other answers. You don't know how someone's going to react or respond or receive it. If you're at this stage, you're not wanting to cause more hurt, harm, you're trying to do the rebalancing. And then with the third eye chakra, you're not sure of what do they actually know, or has it impacted them that way, or are you projecting, or will they even believe you? Okay, so we've got here the Six of Pentacles. So there's been some kind of imbalance within an equal give and take. Let's just say that the situation, wherever it stems from, began on a give and take basis, that it was okay. Both sides, people, places, things, entered into a physical realm agreement to do something together, interacting, whatever it may be. So then the shift becomes that either someone gets bored within a situation, or somebody feels that they're not getting a fair deal, or someone feels that they're giving or paying and they're not getting the level of what they're paying for back, or it could be somebody is just feeling fed up within life, or their work, or within their relationship, whatever it is. It's this bit that becomes murky. So with our new beginnings, obviously we're looking from the perspective of how to be able to move through heartbreak into a new cycle, new beginning, when we've got whatever's gone on in the past, and then there's elements of trust, loyalty, forgiveness, compassion, all of that thing that when you're in a situation, you feel, generalized statement, that we would like to believe that we would be able to be that upstanding person that would step forward and be like that to our friends, family, or whatever the situation is. But the reality is, when the shoe's on the other foot and you, we, us, people are doing the hurting, then there's this sticking point of, would I actually be so kind, caring, compassionate if someone was doing that to me, or some kind of hurt, intentional hurt, or playing a part in? Would I be so forgiving? And this is where the spiritual journey side of things come out, because we're operating in the physical realm, and that's what we know, and that's how it has to be. But actually we are living everything out in the higher realms. So that element of I would like to believe, if whatever situation was presented to me, that I would act or respond this way. That is because that is your absolute higher self, knows that is the core of you. Whereas when you come down and it's playing out within the physical, and they're just reminding me this is the soul contracts that happen. You make that agreement when you're in the astral realm, the spirit plane, whatever you want to call it, that it's like, okay, gonna do this, do that, be that, play this part, and whatever. You come down to the physical and you forget all that you've agreed, all of your abilities, all the history, all that you know. You've got to forget it, because that's the aim of the game. You're not going to learn anything from a situation that you know it like the back of your hand. That no growth comes from that. When we're talking about spiritual growth and evolving and all the rest of it, you need to come back down again. So all of this, I'm trapped, I'm forced, I've got to, whatever, that may be a timeline that you feed into. But from what I know, what I've learned with my teachings, my understanding, and what resonates from what my guides helped me to see, is that we choose to come back down again because it's got to be harder, more mixed up, or you don't want to recognize your soul tribe when they pop up and you absolutely instantly know that energy, whether you can remember it's good or bad or whatever. You go into the spirit realm, it gets all mixed up, and it's like, back down, here we go. And that's what makes it exciting to be living in this experience. This is why when the teachings before that was always coming forward, when we had, and not to keep giving them airtime like they are the God Almighty themselves, but when those that were following Big Brain's teachings, it used to break my heart, because they were shutting people down from manifesting a future. Everything is about to end. Don't bother investing. Don't bother doing this. It's all a waste of time, and so and so. Whereas when you are in this Four of Cups energy, it is like a little bit pointless, or a little bit lost, or I'll never be lucky enough, or whatever, that kind of energy. And it is drawing them back on the past, the heartache, the pain. That's why your spirit guides are coming forward now to say, at any point you can choose to do something a different way. That much we all know. At every point, every minute of every day, doesn't have to be, oh, tomorrow when I wake up, it is a new day, it's a new beginning. It's always a new beginning right now, which is why we've got the choosing wisely is right beside it, because you have the choice to come out of this thought process, this energy, this thinking of what was, what wasn't, because you're not coming from a higher perspective on the understanding of, what do you want the whole freaking game to be exposed and say, look, really, that one's playing that part, this one plays this part, you love that person, you know they love you, but they are coming here to play that, and then closed. You're going to have the same, it's like, oh, it's what I already knew. Where's the surprise? Where's the excitement? Where's the growth? Where's the learning? Yeah? So you can be the one that, with that heart that's ripped open, that's torn, that's trying to repair itself, it's you that closes that. You don't need outside others or whatever to be the one to stitch it up for you, or to give you a an explanation of why they did something they did, or you don't need a validation of any fucking thing. You are the one that stitches up that heart by choosing that in this moment right now, I take my authoritative power back and I step into the essence, for those that aren't really so as freakish as me with all of this stuff, but on like a physical sense, it's like, I just don't want to fucking hurt no more. Well, then you choose to not allow that mindset, or you transmute it to, let me take it as a lesson, and I will be more aware the next time of my actions moving forward. I will be more deliberate, considerate, and understanding of a higher perspective with the choices and decisions I make, especially when I'm interacting with others, be them family, friends, strangers, or whatever is placed in my path. I will always think before I speak, because words have power, whether they're classed as spell work or casting some kind of fucking curse on someone else. That's you not being true to yourself, because you're coming from a place of pain. When you cast something on someone else, you are casting it on you, because they are here to be a reflection of you, to you. When you're dealing with the shadow side, they are the side that you refuse to look at. They are the side that you refuse to embrace. Obviously, it is a generalized reading, generalized statement of what I'm saying. You know where you are in this situation. If it's not resonating, it's not for you. If you're questioning and shouting of, what about murderers and all of we're not even, that's like a whole fucking other reading. That's maybe a personal reading you need. At this point, we're just looking at, how does somebody that really wants to make that change then approach a situation where they know they have played a part and a hand in somebody's pain, and they want to recorrect it. You've got choosing wisely. Yeah, choose wisely to be brave, say something. No, realistically, that's not going to work, is it? If you knew you'd done something, then the sticking point is you're not wanting to create more harm or hurt or pain, and you already know but that by exposing yourself or whatever it is, if they don't already know, that it is going to cause that. But remember, like you're always told with the readings, that we amplify the worst case scenario, because that is the ego, not in a negative sense, that's trying to buffer and protect ourselves from, fuck, if you do that, you do know it's gonna be like this, or it could be like that. And so this is the breaking through of this spiritual growth. You have to have trust, faith, and belief that by being true to your core spirit, which is a higher light being, spiritual being, by tapping anywhere in that vicinity, it will always come back to you've got to take that risk, because until you clear that block of dishonesty, it then festers to guilt, resentment. It's easier to fucking go against and tear, they're never gonna know, or nothing's gonna happen. But that is where there's that spiritual cap, because with that mindset, how can anyone elevate, evolve, ascend higher when that is the baseline of the thinking and the intention? Taking a healthy risk, the Fool card, taking a leap of faith. You don't know how you're going to be received. You don't know what is already known. You don't know the level of pain. Are you projecting, or do you know it to be fact? It's all of those bits. This is why we're seeing a lot of things that are really squeezing and emphasizing shadow work, or emotions, or old wounds being reopened. We've got the Chariot here, which is showing that once you make the decision to sew up your own leaking wounds, which is the healing, it's not It's not so, it's not that it's not so raw, generalized statement, but it's like, what are you doing to at least sew yourself up a bit? Yeah. And so you can only maybe do so much by design before you're pushed to have to connect, do something, which is the spiritual cap, spiritual evolvement. So once you've made the decision and all of that bit, or you've done what you can do, or you've made a choice to stop speaking shit on people's name or tearing someone down, or acknowledge, you'll know what it is you need to do, which is why it's called inner work. When you've made that decision and you're at that point and you're still choosing to move forward and face the truth, do the right thing, come from a higher perspective, whatever it looks like for you, that bit then becomes accelerated. This choosing wisely turns into a communicative, increased rapid momentum. Increased rapid momentum, which starts obviously from communication, even if, okay, so even if it is your inner self-talk, talking to yourself to make that decision, once you lock into that place, there's nothing holding you back. You want to go forward doing the right thing. It then starts becoming your passion, your fuel, passion ignited. You are, I was going to say, hell-bent on rebalancing and putting things right. You're removing yourself from situations that continue to tie you with the same brush. You then move forward within your power because you are choosing to stand clear on the side that you're on, which means you facing the truth and becoming more transparent. When you become more transparent with your intentions, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, you are then under the divine light and you shine bright. It is clear for others, whether you feel they're in your soul tribe, soul family, or what the fuck your connection may be, that you will shine bright and you are easy to recognize and see as someone that has integrity, loyalty, and is devoted to truth. I'm not talking about, oh, be squeaky clean and fucking grass all your mates up and all of that shit. I'm on about on a deep soul spiritual level. Where are you at and what the fuck are you doing is what you will be squeezed to have to mull over at some point. Or you can be like, I don't care, but shh. You don't care, you're not ready. When you don't care, you're not ready. When you don't care, you don't keep fucking asking people for guidance, answers, because you don't care about the outcome unless it's something that is in your benefit, in your favor. You probably find that you have a peer group of some kind. Those that haven't cut a lot of people off and separated already, but that do that to you, and it's like, what do you want me to fucking say to you that's different to that? Don't care people aren't ready to be helped. So as light workers, as those that are just from the core problem solvers looking to help people, or whatever you want to place yourself as, when you deal with don't care people, they are sucking your energy clean dry from you, and they will continue to take. Are you enabling, or are you standing firm? This is why people separate from the pack and then they go a spiritual route alone, because they're following a calling, this positive movement forward for a new way, a new beginning, something different, something that is in alignment with the choices, decisions that you want to make, that sit right with your higher self, that you are being seen, something that is clear as day for you to see. It's how it needs to be. You're not going to have people getting that vision. So this is why people break from the pack and then they tread that lonely path. But what's happening now is there's stuff that could be mimicked, simulated, and so that's not you. There is a particular resonance frequency that has to be bang on before you can pass through that portal. Just to clarify what they're saying, yeah, go to the New Earth consciousness all day long. I'm talking specifically in that moment to some of those that are real high evolved souls, those that absolutely, even if they're resonating with people that are like-minded, whatever way it comes together, that there's still something that they know they're not supposed to settle there, or there's still more to do, or something else. Those that are like the Hierophant, or that it's dedicated to their spiritual awakening, their spiritual journey, their whole fucking point of being here. You're here to taste it all. You're not here to get stuck in anything. Your energy, your pure energy, it keeps on moving constant. Okay. They're saying the Ace of Swords, that is the truth. The truth that you will know when you're at that stage. I feel that I'm supposed to just save your ears and leave it here for a minute. Ta-da! So we will see. There's a lot in that, I know. I'm just asking, did we get the message of how someone does? It's like, be brave, take a risk, and be real, because that transparency is a particular coding that can't be copied, mimicked, or denied. It is so. Okay. Let's take a look and see. We have Ace of Michael, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Ten of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. And then the Nine of Ariel. Sorry about that. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. So, there you go, collective. That is your little message. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for your time. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.